Hi, my name is Anneli Portman, and this is the course of Finnish Political Culture and System. This time we're looking at human rights, and the next session is about the LGBTI rights in Finland. As you can see, there is the flag that is universally recognized as the flag of Pride movement. So now this time we're talking about human rights and sexuality. Human rights are for everybody. As the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. And there should be no distinction by any reason, whether race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status, do not influence human rights. There is no distinction that is to be made, even by country or territory where people come from, but all are entitled to be treated with dignity. Article number 3 of the Universal Declaration says that everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. This means that it is not right to persecute people because of their sexual orientation, because of their gender identity or gender expression, even if you don't agree with them. Everybody has the right to live, to freedom, and to feel safe. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude, and this, of course, includes human trafficking. And Article 5 states that no one shall be subject to torture or cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. This means that nobody should be, it's illegal and wrong to treat people with violence, or to make fun of them, or in any way subject them to degrading treatment or punishment because of their sexual orientation. As to law, Human Rights Declaration states that everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law. So a person is a person regardless of what other attributes they might have. Sexual orientation or gender or nationality or wealth do not determine how a person is to be treated before the law. All are equal and all are entitled to equal protection. With this, let's go forward. So what does LGBTI mean? L stands for lesbian, G stands for gay, B stands for bisexual, T stands for transgender, and I stands for intersexual. According to the Equality Act, approved by the Finnish government and therefore part of the law, it is illegal to discriminate against LGBTI persons on grounds on their sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. So in Finland, everybody has right to sexual orientation, and it's illegal to discriminate people. So you cannot say you won't hire someone to work because of their sexual orientation, or that any other form of discrimination takes place. That is also illegal. In Finland, people are free to decide for themselves whether or not they want to have sexual relations and whom they want to have them with. The age of consent is 16 years for sexual relations. And homosexuality is not a crime. It was decriminalized in 1971, so already long time ago, nor is it an illness. And between 2002 and 2014, same-sex couples could register their union, and from 2014, they can be legally married. The same rules apply to same-sex marriage as to other marriages. If a person is more than 18 years of age, they are free to choose whom to marry, when, and how. All people have the right to gender identity and gender expression. This means that people have the right to decide whether they identify as a male, as a female, or as neither, or something else. And they also have the right to express this identity as they choose. And therefore, they should be treated equally in private and public spheres, regardless of their choices, whether a choice of sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. And it also means that people should be able to feel safe. So it's not right to call them names, to shun them, or to treat them with contempt or with difference in their everyday life, and regardless of how they look, behave, or whom they choose as their partners. This applies also to education, of course, and working life. The LGBTI rights in Finland have as an advocate a national human rights NGO called SETA in Finnish. It is funded by Finland's Slot Machine Association and the Ministry of Education and Culture. And they aim for a society of equality and individual welfare that includes everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. You can see their website, which also exists in English and in other languages apart from Finnish and Swedish, and you can contact them should you need help or more information. Also, if you are discriminated or persecuted in your own country because of your sexual orientation, you can apply for an asylum in Finland on these grounds. But you can find more about this from the SETA website. You can also contact them through Facebook, on Twitter, or in Instagram. Now it's time for you to think, how are human rights respected in your culture or where you come from? What changes do you think should be made? Thank you.